Hello everyone, Hamal here. Just covering a few stocks that are setting up. At least for me, these are the kind of positions I take since I have a full-time job. So I need to set my limits, whether it's my buy limit or sell orders before I go to work in most cases. So before I move forward, these are just my thoughts. This is not really a buy, sell, or hold recommendation. Just my screens and what I saw today that looks enticing to me. So we'll look at both weekly chart and a daily chart on these stocks. So let's start with the weekly charts first. So the first one is Arkq. So that's an Arkq fund, which is autonomous tech and robotics. As we can see, it's tightening up near 10-week and 40-week moving average. Now, if you look at the daily chart for this, we can see the same thing. It's a tightening up near 50 and 200-day moving average. So we will just consider this as a buy point here. So the stop would be here, and then my first target would be 101.06, which is a prior high. If you look at the second one, which is Netflix, it has been going sideways for a very, very long time. And as we can see, it's tightening up here on a weekly chart. If we look at the daily chart for Netflix, we can see the same thing. It has been consolidating right near the 50 and the 200-day moving average. Now, most of these stocks are for a longer term position trades. Again, this is what works for me based on since I have a full-time job, I have to do things a little differently since I'm not in front of a computer all day. So Netflix, again, we will consider this as a buy point, the closing point today. I also had recommended this in our group chat a few days ago. So it is still right in that buy zone with a low risk entry where the stop could be placed here. First target, second target. Again, a lot of times I would not have a stop if it's a position trade for me. I would hedge with a smaller position size to start with. Now, if you look at the next one, which is Octa, we can see the same thing. It's building a consolidation base here. It's tightening up right near 10 and 40-week moving average. If you look at the daily chart on Octa, we can see it has pulled back to 50-day moving average. Again, the stop would be this red line. We can consider being bought today here. It will obviously, these prices will change based on tomorrow's open if you're buying these stocks tomorrow at some point of time. So again, low risk entry here in my opinion. The next one is TSM. So Taiwan Semiconductors, as we can see, again, very tight consolidation right around 50 and 200-day moving average. It's in a consolidation base. Now it's a stage 4 base, so it has come a long way. That being said, we can still see their earnings are improving next year, and then the revenue is also expected or estimated to improve next year. If you look at the daily chart on TSM, we can see it is consolidating right around its 50-day moving average, and it's very close to 200 as well. So this will be the stop here. My first target will be 142.19, and it will be obviously to review when it gets there over course of time and see if we need to still continue to hold it or take some profits at that point. The last one on this list I have is Union Pacific Corporation. So again, sideways consolidation. As we can see, all the patterns are pretty similar, very close to 10-week and 40-week weekly moving averages here. Now, if you look at the daily chart on Union Pacific, I had recommended this a couple of days ago, and for myself and for the group that I message in. And then again, it's still right at a very good buy point with a stop. Stop should be right here underneath this low right here. One could put a stop there. So again, it's a low risk entry in my opinion. And then my first target on this would be 254.38. And then need to review if it gets there over course of time, or if it changes behavior. Then at that point we need to make decisions on all the stocks. But again, these are some that came across my screens, and these are the ones I will pull from based on how they behave tomorrow, and based on capital allocation I have to allocate to these stocks. So that's all I have. I hope some of these ideas help you. Take care.